Welcome everybody. So in this video, we're gonna talk about something super important, which is the urge loop. Okay, a lot of people have been speaking about this thing called the urges, and now in this video, I'm gonna explain you how to basically break the urges. So before starting this video, if you don't know me, my name is Hatim, and I've made countless amount of people overcome porn addiction. Okay, so I've been addicted by myself for I think 7 years, 6, 7 years, something like that, and I managed to overcome this addiction just by basically doing a lot of researches and trying to understand our brain on a deeper level, not just our brain but our nervous system and our body in general. So in this video we're going to talk about the urge loop, aka the habit trap. Okay, so it's called the habit trap. So the main goal of this little quick session is to break the automatic cycle that makes you go from bored or stressed to having those quote unquote urges or temptations, whatever you want to call them, that will push you to go on relapse without you even thinking in the first place. So it's basically like this. As you can see in these pictures, this is you're just frustrated or stressed or bored, and here you go again, same thing. And because you are bored or stressed, you need to use it as a coping mechanism, which is obviously watching pornography and relapsing. This is you doing it, and then this is you relapsing. And once again, you feel bored or stressed or bad or frustrated, even though you use it as a coping mechanism. It's basically like a cycle. You feel bad, you go on relapse, and you feel bad again because you relapsed. Okay, so why does it matter? Why does it matter in the first place? Why? Because right now your brain runs on autopilot. There is something called the limbic system that reacts emotionally to triggers such as stress, boredom, loneliness. Okay, those are main common emotions that a lot of people feel, especially men. Okay, obviously here I'm trying to help men, not women. For women, it's something else. Women, they can deal with stress. Men cannot deal with stress, and stress, which is having cortisol spikes, will kill your testosterone and so on. Okay, so I have a client that I'm currently working with. He is in a very stressful environment, and basically it's killing his testosterone levels. Okay, so I'm not gonna say anything more because it's private, but just so I can give you an idea. And before your logical brain, which is called the prefrontal cortex, basically this is the prefrontal cortex, as you can see, and this is the limbic system. We're gonna talk about them later. Even steps in. You've already opened the website or reached for your phone. Okay, so before you even start to think with your brain, okay, or logically, you already took your phone and start searching for this website or for a video that you thought about or for an actress or whatever, right? So breaking this loop gives you time and control so you can choose a better action. So basically, why does it matter and why you should do this in the first place? What I'm gonna try to make you understand here is the difference between the limbic system, you thinking emotionally, and you thinking with, logic. Okay? So what is the limbic system? The limbic system helps you control your emotions and behaviors. Okay, it manages your actions based on what it is and learns from your environment. Okay, and it takes in informations, process it, and learns from it and reacts. As you can see, reacts. Okay, and learns. So the limbic system is something that we don't want to use a lot because obviously it's more like the emotional part of our brain. As you can see, there is the hypothalamus, there is the thalamus, the hippocampus, and the amygdala. All of those are smaller parts of the limbic system. And now we have the prefrontal cortex, as you can see. So what is the prefrontal cortex? What's the role of the prefrontal cortex? The role of the prefrontal cortex is planning, decision making, working, memory, personality expressions, moderating social behaviors, and controlling certain aspects of speech and languages. Basically, it makes you think like rational, okay? Let's say logical, okay? To make it easy to understand. So how to do it? How to fix this issue? How to fix it? Basically, it's obviously effortless steps. You can take those steps right now as you finish watching this video. It's super easy, and it's gonna take you like 3 minutes? Not even 3 minutes, honestly. So the first thing that you have to do is name the urges out loud. The moment you feel an urge, all you have to do, obviously, say to yourself, to your subconscious mind, that this is just my brain sending a false signal. And this gonna activate your thinking brain, which is your prefrontal cortex. As you can see here, your prefrontal cortex. The reason why you're gonna go and watch pornography in the first place is because you are activating, remember, your limbic system. Okay, we already spoke about it 1 minute ago. So please make sure that you're focused on this video. Okay, so the limbic system, as you can see, is the part of the brain that will make you think emotionally. So, in order to bypass this limbic system, in order to think logically, all you have to do is telling yourself that this is just a brain sending a false signal. You are waking up your prefrontal cortex in order to think logically. That's all you have to do. Okay, this is basically not all you have to do, but this is the first step, the first layer in order to bypass your limbic system and think logically. So then, when you feel like you want to relapse, you know how to deal with the urges, basically, if that makes sense. So, interrupt the pattern physically. You can do this as well. Okay, I've did a lot of research and I found that those as well, it's scientifically proved that they work. So basically here, just to give you more context, all of those things that I'm going to tell here is scientifically proved that it works. And I've tested out with a lot of my clients and all of them overcame this addiction, obviously, right? Because they did what I'm telling you. So if you do what I'm going to tell you in this video, it's super easy for you to overcome this addiction. It's not really hard. It's just like what everyone is telling you. Oh, take cold showers, do this and do that. You don't need to do all of those things. The only thing you have to do is what I'm going to tell you in these videos, because if you think about it logically, you're going to find out that what I'm telling you here is super easy and it makes sense. So interrupt the pattern physically, okay? By what? By standing up. You can walk, you can shake your hands, you can splash some cold water on your face, okay? You know what? You can even take a cold shower if you want. But it depends. That's why I told you that those people that are going to tell you, those social media, that to take cold showers, it depends. There's people that will take cold showers and it's not going to work for them. There's people that they will take cold showers and it's going to work for them. It depends on each person's personality, environment, how he thinks and so on. So anything to break the sit and scroll position, basically. All you have to do is shift to a quick, organized crouch. You know what I'm saying? You can drink water, you can open a window. There's plenty of things that you can do to break the pattern, okay? And then you need to shift to a quick, basically what I've told you, remember, shift to a quick what? Like organized crouch, drink water, open a window. Those are like small movements, kills the momentum of the urges in under 2 minutes, okay? So let me explain you here so we can get an idea. Let's take this pen. So basically this is, as you can see, this is the momentum. When you feel bored or stressed, the urges or you wanted to watch pornography and relapsing is going to be up there. And it's going to keep going and going and going and going. If you do one of those, as you can see here, if you just do one of those, like here we go, let's do 1, 2, and 3. Let's say you do what? Let's say you do all of them, okay? The first one, when you're going to do the first one, you're going to start to think logically. Now the momentum is going to start to go down. When you're going to do the second thing, which is walking or going out for a walk, if you have a dog, you can walk out with your dog, or you can play with your dog, or you can play with your cats. There's plenty of things that you can do. The momentum will keep going down. And if you do this as well, such as organizing your clothes, drinking water, opening a window, basically those small movements, what's going to happen is you're going to basically kill the momentum. And when you're going to kill the momentum, as you can see, there's no more momentum here. That's it. Here is when you're stressed because you're going to use it as a coping mechanism. Okay, the reason why you watch pornography, it's because it's a coping mechanism in the first place. When you're going to do this, those smaller things that I told you here, I'm gonna give you another one. Just stay with me. You're going to basically kill this momentum. And do you think this is hard, honestly? Like, it's not hard. That's literally all you have to do. Okay, so basically small movements to kill the momentum. That's all. So there's another thing that you can do, which is called the 2-minute rule. Tell yourself that you can give in after 2 minutes. If you still want to, then 90% of the time the urges will fade away. Or use the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique. Okay, so here's the thing. You can use this technique as well. This one is also scientifically proved that it works, and it works mostly for people that are in stressful moments. Okay, so as you can see, this one is what I've just explained you. Basically, all you have to do is kill the momentum by doing all of those smaller things. So now let me explain you this grounding technique. So what is the grounding technique? All you have to do is ease your state of mind in stressful moments. The reason why you're going to go watching pornography and relapsing is because you're going to use it as a coping mechanism. Remember, it's a coping mechanism. It's not an addiction. So all you have to do, this technique is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding technique. You need to acknowledge 5 things that you can see around you. Okay, for me, I can see my vitamins. I can see the charger. I can see this, I don't know, this plush. I can see my coffee. I can see my cereals. I can see my keyboard. There's plenty of things that I can see, okay? And then what you need to do is to acknowledge 4 things that you can touch, okay? For me, I can touch my screen, I can touch my keyboard, I can touch my my water, like the bottom of water. I have a bottle of water here. I can touch my massage machine. There's plenty of things that I can do. So for the next part, you need to acknowledge three things that you can hear around you. For my case, I can hear my own voice. I can hear my own keyboard when I'm typing, right? As you can hear. Here we go. And I can also hear some notification on Discord. I just heard it like a couple seconds ago. So here we go. Three things that you need to acknowledge around you that you can hear, obviously. Now you have to acknowledge two things that you can smell. I can smell the coffee and I can smell the fresh air that is coming out from my window. Okay? Give me a second. And you need to also acknowledge one thing that you can taste. For me, because I was, drinking coffee, I can taste coffee, basically. So that's basically all you have to do. This is called the grounded technique. You need to use this technique when you feel like you are stressed, because when you're going to be stressed, all you have to do is break this momentum from stress to go on watching pornography. So now let's go to the conclusion. The urge isn't you, it's a brain glitch. And the moment you name it, you move and delay for just 2 minutes, you will 100% kill its power, because now the urges doesn't have power over you. You're the one who have the power over the urges, because you are thinking logically and you are using techniques that are scientifically proved that works. So that's all you have to do. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and remember that life is all about lessons. Learn as much as you can. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next video. Peace.